This ear cuff is so easy and simple, but great looking. We need 20 gauge wire for the two main structures, delicate chain as the connector, and two pearls. One is smaller than the other. As you know, the gauge of the wire and the hole between pearl or stone should be appropriate. And maybe you have leftovers of your chain while you had making bracelets or pendants, and this is the time to use it. And also a pen or pencil of the diameter of about 1 centimeters. Now pick up 20 gauge wire and pick up about 6.5 centimeters and make 90-degree bend and another and 1 centimeters. So you have something like this. Then cut it out with flush cutter. Now with your chain nose pliers, check it out in every point of view to be all straight. Pick up your pen or pencil and make a semi-circle and semi-round shape at one side of this structure, and somewhere a little further of the midpoint make another one just like this, and curve the wire and roll it all around the pen or pencil till you have something like this, and if needed, insert the pen again and squeeze it a little more. Now I'm going to make two little loops at both ends, and here I see that this is a little longer than it should be, so I cut it out a little and make two other loops till I have a gap in between, and this is the place where the ear should be in between. Now we get into the second part. Again, pick up 20 gauge wire and make a 90-degree bend in about 1 centimeters. Then put your round nose pliers just parallel to that straight line and make a very little loop and make it perpendicular to that straight line. And now with chain nose pliers, as much as you could, and the shape is not distorted. Now keep it with chain nose pliers with one hand and move the wire with the other and roll it all around. In every row, check it out, and if needed, squeeze it a little with chain nose pliers, but do that very gently because you may lose the shape of the circle that you have made. Continue this for about 4 or 5 times and then cut it out in about 1 centimeter extra with flush cutter. And with round nose pliers, make a reverse little loop at the end. This is the place we are going to attach this part to the others. And here I'm going to squeeze it a little with chain nose pliers and push it to be placed behind the spiral that we have just made. This helps the very little loop to be attached to this structure. We need about 7.5 centimeters of a very delicate chain, so I cut it out with flush cutter, and this is a steel chain that I'm using, and it's going to be the connector between these two structures. And now I'm going to put two pearls between the chain. One is a little bigger and the other a little smaller. I'm going to put this into places. So I'm going to cut the chain and divide it to 3 parts. Then insert the 20 gauge wire into one of those pearls and make a very little loop with round nose pliers at one side. Make 90-degree bend to make an eye pin and squeeze it well. And make another one at the other side. Then we are going to attach these 2 parts, these 2 loops, to the chain. So here I'm going to make it a little opened so that I could cut it out with flush cutter and squeeze it with chain nose pliers and press it down to be a very beautiful eye pin at that side. Then would open it up a little and insert the chain, one of those parts, of course, in, and then close it with chain nose pliers or round nose pliers. Anyway, don't forget to squeeze it with chain nose pliers. And this is the first part that is going to be attached to one of these loops on the cuff part. So I would open it up just like you open a jump ring and insert the other side of the chain and close it back and squeeze it with chain nose pliers. Just like this. I'm going to repeat the same with the other pearl and the other part of the chain and connect every part together. This is the cuff part and this is the stud part. If you have a hole in your ear that you could wear stud earring, this earring ear cuff is perfect for you. So test it out. Okay, let's go and see how it's going to be looked an ear. This is the first part, that is the cuff, and it's going to be placed here. And this is the stud part, and of course, if you have a hole on your ear, this could be a perfect design for you because you have both stud earring and the cuff part. And this connector, I mean the delicate chain with 2 pearls, is very beautiful and unique, and somehow you have 3 designs in one.